What's going on, people? What's going on? Hold on one second. I want to check if I'm live. This is going to be a quick live tonight. I'm gonna try to make it as quickly as possible because this whole thing that I'm talking about, I've been talking about it for uh, for a while now. The molestation when it comes to young black males, and try to read a couple of articles. But the reason for this live that I'm doing tonight is because what I saw on the Shade Room is going viral on what's his name, Jim Jones, talking about his mother. And before I go any further, if you want to join the conversation, please let me know. I'm on StreamYard, and we can have a conversation about this as well. You know, but yeah, man. Right now, I'm just trying to I'm trying to let everybody know that I'm on live right now as we speak. But again, I will be making this a quick one, because I got all my little facts straight, what have you, before we go on. Again, I talked about this story before, um, because this is a very extremely important conversation that a lot of people in my community don't want to have openly. You know, when we talk about, again, and it ain't nothing wrong with the black girl quote unquote magic thing that's going on, because I have a 19-year-old daughter, so I get it, I understand it. But what we have to understand is that there's no black boy magic at all in the black community. If you ask me, it's facts. The facts are it's not, because when we talk about molestation, when we talk about, like, uh, you know, a black boy cannot play victim at all, no matter what the woke society would tell you. It cannot be done. When we talk about all these different concepts of this would show you that we can't. Everything will show you that we can't. But again, we're gonna put it out on the table. I'm gonna show you a clip of what I saw to make me want to do this live tonight about Jim Jones, and and how I feel like many people are making it a joke, or they're not taking it that serious. When a young man, and we're gonna see on the reaction of what Jim Jones said about the whole ordeal, that it's not that serious and this and that and third. We're gonna see reactions of this thing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see the reactions of all, and then his mother responds to the whole thing. We're going to see all that, and I want to make this a quick live video. So again, guys, like and subscribe to my channel before I go any further. If you want to cash at me, it's $ KYSIM 39. And if you want to join into the discussion, please let me know. I'm on YouTube and Facebook right now. So please, share this video, because I believe it's an important video, especially when I talk about young black boys growing up, not being afraid to talk about molestation that's going on. Again, as I say, and the facts to it, 1 out of 3 black males are molested before they're 10 years old. 1 out of 3, either by family members or a non-family member. And in the black community, about 75% of single black families are it's single black parent in the household. So the protection is definitely not there from the girl and a boy. But we're talking about the boy right now. As you guys know, I partake in protecting young black boys, because when you protect a young black boy, you protect the black community. See, other non-black people understand this concept, but a lot of black people that I know of don't understand the concept of protecting a boy so he could protect you the right way, not just in a physical way, in a mental way as well. So this is why molestation is going on in the black community when it comes to black boys before they 10, 1 out of 3 chances. I'm going to share a video with you guys that I put on the reason why I'm making this YouTube video. And I hope you guys enjoy. Make it as entertain. It's not an entertaining thing, to be honest with you, but please enjoy. Hold on one second. Let's get this. So this is a situation where I put on my Instagram of the Shade Room, and what's his name? Jim Jones was talking about with his mother. So let's look at this video, and then we will go from there. Hold on one second; it's already coming on. Hold on, and I'm gonna let you read the comments as well. Hold on. I'm gonna start from the beginning.
What did your mom tell you about sex when you were young?
She told me everything about sex.
Like what?
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom taught me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like what's the instructions?
There wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just okay. My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No,
so
my mom
just stopped kissing my son on the mouth.
She showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger. Remember, my mom was 17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's having.
Did you hear what the young lady said? She just started kissing her son in the mouth and things of that nature. People are joking about it. They joking about the whole thing, but at the same time, the Angela Yee, I don't like that woman. But let's talk about the whole situation. It's not about her. She said her parents barely kissed her on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? And but what if it wasn't like that? Would they have took her situation serious than they are doing with Jim Jones? Let's keep this going.
Babies now, and look how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or a little brother more than they had.
Now he's making an excuse about young parents, teenage parents, having kids and how they so affectionate with their son, what have you, or their daughter, and they're making excuses. Everybody making excuses. Everybody making excuses right now. Let's keep it going.
Did you think tongue kissing was nasty at first? Because the first time somebody tried to tongue kiss me, I thought it was so disgusting.
The first time I tongue kissed a girl, yeah.
Okay. So one of the females on here was saying, well, I just start kissing my son on the mouth or what have you. Or the other ones, it's like people making it, it's a joke, everything's a joke. Yeah, everybody said, why are you taking it so serious? It's these people that I'm not like, it's so hypocritical. So again, as I said before, on another, it was a Facebook thing that they was doing too about this. And I said, what if it was the other way around and Jim Jones was a little a woman rapper, say Nicki Minaj, and he said Nicki Minaj said that she got told how to kiss by her father with the tongue and everything. How will people react? Y'all don't understand. It's ridiculous. It's how so many factors and things of this nature. And this is why I don't understand when black men, especially where I live at, don't like to want to talk about how we are like the way we are berated all over the country, even, and I'm saying within our community, how people really don't care. Like they make jokes. I feel like I understand that maybe it wasn't a big deal, and we're gonna look at it how they say it wasn't a big deal and stuff like that. Why Jim Jones was, him and his mother and things of that nature. But again, let's say it was another female rapper, again, Little Kim, or Nicki Minaj, or somebody saying that they daddy taught them how to tongue kiss. How will we react in a black community, being as though we villainize black men like a mug. That's why certain people that never even grew up with a black man, when they finally see a black man, they thinking the worst of a black man for many, many decades and years, especially since the mainstream feminist media became so prevalent when it comes to all the channels, when it comes to Oprah, when it comes to Tyler Perry movies and all these ridiculous things that happened just before this manosphere became a part of the world now, the part of social media now, So I want to look at I wanted to share the response of what happened with, what's his name, what his mother said and everything on this and everything. So let's get this here. Hold on one second. So we're going to look at the response to what his mother said, Jim Jones' mother said. All right, hold on one second. We're going to have to start it all over. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know if it's at the beginning.
Everybody need to understand you're taking it wrong. I am not a nasty mother. All I am is a mother that was teaching my son exactly how to survive and how to actually be able to deal with a woman. And for the information, it wasn't no tonguing down. It was a way of showing you how to tongue. He licked out his tongue. I licked out my tongue. That was that. It wasn't no mouth to mouth resuscitation or whether there's anything. It wasn't like that.
What?
It's all about where's my son growing up and me as a young mother showing her son how to do and deal with life with the young girls, because he's a nice, handsome looking guy. You know what I'm saying? And I taught him all about sex. No, and trust me, everybody, it wasn't about no sex. Okay, just showing him, telling him how and what he got to do, about how to. I'm doing fine, except for the little excitement that's going on with my son.
Oh, this is beginning on here. This is what he's saying.
For the record, I love my mama more than.
Before he says something, and this is not on her again, this might not be a situation where she was doing what she was doing. She was trying to show her son how to kiss with his tongue. But the excuses that's coming, the entitlement of the excuses that could be made, and if I see a black man saying that same thing, if he was, his rapper daughter was saying what she's saying, oh my God, he'd be canceled. They be trying to see if he can go. They be trying to put that man in jail. The entitlement of the excuses. I was 17. I was young. My son is trying to see the world. It's like, this is bigger than Jim Jones, to be honest with you guys. Again, 1 out of 3 black men, by his mom, then have people that says he should have took that to, he should have took that to the grave. This is how they deal with when black males are molested. Take that shit to the grave. Shut up, man. You wasn't getting molested and this and that. It's like a black victim. A black boy is not a victim. A black man is never a victim. Never. This is why people like myself, because I'm not just the one that's doing it. It's a lot of black men out here now. It's trying to protect the young black boy that's growing up, to understand that, dude, no matter what the woke community is telling you, no matter what these liberals are telling you, they don't see you as the victim. You could be dead on the street. You could be dead, buried, and gone for 10, 15 decades, and they will always see you as the villain. You can't tell nobody you got molested. You can't do nothing. This is why you have to protect your sons. And again, I see a lot of black men locally where I live at don't protect their sons in the way they should. I don't see it just because everybody want to be liked instead of being honest, letting your son understand that people don't care about what you think they care about. You have to be accountable fast, even when somebody does something to you. It's like in the black community, we are the only ones that have a low tolerance of understanding how manhood works. And manhood works on protecting that young boy. So when you out there having babies by just anybody, and you think your son is supposed to protect that the mother or this and that and third, when he barely, look how the young boys are growing up now, as feminine as possible, and the girls is growing up as masculine as possible. Now you see a jump of little girls, grown women going to jail now. It's spiked because everything, especially in community, this happening in white communities all over the country as well, Asian, especially Hispanic communities, but black communities, it's been happening. As people, other non-black Americans, degeneracy is growing when it comes to, women are starting to go to jail now. Black degeneracy been growing. You got the emasculated black boy that can't say nothing to nobody, can't tell anybody that he's been molested, can't tell anybody that, the same thing that a black girl can say, because there's no black boy magic. And people get tired of, especially black men, because it was also black men saying, take that to the grave. It's like, what the fuck? And then let's say, and God forbid, thank God he didn't. Let's say Jim Jones became a molester. Then people would have been like, he's bringing up, oh, I got molested when I was a child. And they're like, I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck that. You, excuse my language, you are the one that molested all those people. They don't want to hear it until, I'm telling you, man, black men are not fit to be what you call victims, even when they are. As many times on my lives or any of my YouTubes that I displayed this fact. So let's hear what the response of Jim Jones and what he said. Hold on.
Anything in the world, and for the record, it was a joke. People take things way too far. Don't bother us anyway, but let's get it clear. That's weak what you're trying to project. Some simple, some from our childhood. We talk about childhood things. I thought that was funny. I appreciate you, mommy, for helping me out, but no. Cut it short, Jack. Cut the book. You heard? Life is good. I do appreciate all the support, and thank you for letting me go trending again, viral once again. But stop it. Love you, mommy.
This is what it's all about. Time and time and time again. We got black males have to protect our mothers no matter what, even when they don't protect us. And there's been many of occasions where they don't protect us. This is real. Who is going to say it if no one's going to say it? Who is going to say it? I hope to God I be able to be healthy enough to teach my younger son this world that he's in. Just as what I did for my 21-year-old, and going to keep on telling them, because this is a problem. This is a huge, huge problem. I'm going to read an article to you guys about this, a little article that I saw that I just wanted to read. It was real interesting to me. Let me find this real quick, guys. Just a little bit of it I'm going to read to you. Hopefully I can find it. All right. This is Behind the Pain Nobody Talks About: Sexual Abuse of Black Boys by Nickety A. Falston. All right, I'm gonna read a little bit of this. In Woodbridge, New Jersey, a 3-year-old boy was sexually assaulted and beat to death by a 10-year-old boy in Harlem. A school teacher summonized a 15-year-old former student and sent sexual graphic messages to him over the internet. In Houston, a 12-year-old boy was abused and assaulted by his cousin. In Los Angeles, Philadelphia, and Atlanta, and cities across the United States, young Black boys are being abused and assaulted in foster homes, government-run prisons, and detention centers in a shocking national problem that nobody talks about. Nobody. None. The statistics are explosive. 1 out of 6 boys is abused before age 16, and the rates are dramatically higher in Black areas marred by cinematic poverty, broken homes, high unemployment rates, and psychological problems. I'm sorry. Hold on, this thing keep on coming up. Scared, alone, and sometimes imprisoned by shame, these young boys often suffer in silence, choosing to avoid public awareness of their victimization. There are elements of shame and powerlessness associated with male children who are victims of sexual abuse, said Judith Adams, principal to over 600 incarcerated students at Jefferson Alternative School, a juvenile detention center in Chicago, because African American boys are in an environment that applauds machismo. They feel powerless when they are violated, and they feel as though they have failed themselves by allowing something like this to happen. So many young men who haven't been exposed to anything other than abuse think it is simply a part of life. This is the makeup they try to let us know. The machismo. You can't tell nobody. Y'all don't know how many brothers that I know been molested before they was 10. I'm going to say most of the brothers I know have been molested before they was 10. No matter where they're from, they could be from Jersey, where I'm from Connecticut, from the South, where I've been at most of my life. Any area, when we have discussions on who we, when we first, our first sexual experience, a lot of these young boys, and when you talk about this and you say, man, I don't know, that girl was 16, you was 9 years old, bro. That's a sexual assault, and it's like, nah, it wasn't no. This is how we take it. We protecting everybody but ourselves. Black men, we've been doing this shit since day one. You check out our history, our background. We protect everybody but ourselves. This is why we the first to die of a heart attack. We the first to something to happen to, violence to happen towards everything, because we have to hold all this back. And I see a lot of brothers that don't want to talk about this stuff. This is type of stuff that can actually help the next generation. But again, every time a brother with the voice have something to say other than the bullshit that they want us to repeat for their well-being other than ours. Every time a brother such as myself do this, it's a problem. And it's a lot of times within our community. We promote feminism. We promote masculine women. We promote all this other stuff. And guess what's the opposite we promote? We promote beta males, Pookie and Ray Rays, emasculated males. We promote them to be delusional about what's going to happen if they're not accountable for what they do. So it's even in small towns where I live at. Big town, it's a problem no matter what. So I don't want, in order to stop all this, it's to not be just having babies with just anyone. But just like the article that I'm reading to you is saying, it's mostly from, what is that? Detention centers, government-run prisons, foster homes, abuse in the household, and and low-income housing, this and that, and third. You're not protecting your sons or your daughters, as I said in the beginning. I don't want to leave the young women out, but this is a thing where I'm pro manhood, and especially in the Black community. This is why I can't even be around a lot of brothers of where I live, because I see these guys are delusional about manhood. They want everybody else to be happy instead of their own little boys. And I see it all the time. And when a brother such as myself talk, it's like it's a problem. It's a bad problem. Let me read a little more of this. So many young men. I've read that part. A major reason for the increasing rates of sexual abuse in Black America is that young Black boys are indiscriminated arrested at an early age and sent to local and state facilities where they are routinely raped and assaulted. Sexual assault, violence, and abuse occurs so often in group home settings and foster homes and rehabilitative centers, simply because you don't have the quality of care or the necessary supervision. When you don't have a controlled environment, you don't have control, says Adams, whose detention center in Chicago offers single cell visible rooms in an attempt to limit such occurrence. You guys have to understand, man. A lot of you brothers, again, you having these babies with these women, and you're not protecting your seed. To make a long story short, you're not protecting your seed at all. And that's a huge, very huge problem. You are supposed to be the provider and the protector. How are you going to protect your seed when you're here, you're there, you're everywhere, and then all of a sudden your seed is 5-10 years old, it's been probably, God forbid, assaulted, I don't know what, and he can't even protect, the boy can't even protect his little sister or mother, or his mother is not even protecting the situation or what have you, because they have no person, no man of value around their children. And brothers like me aren't supposed to talk about this. Guys, before I go any further, please like and subscribe to the channel. So you guys have to understand, this is a huge problem. And if you don't start making decisions, if you don't want to listen to a Black man that been molested himself, if you don't want to listen to that, it's going to be it's going to be a cycle that you're never going to get out. It's going to keep on being that way. And it's going to be another, children growing up confused sexually. And this is like it's happening now today. And we don't have these strong providers and protectors. We have to really choose on. That goes back to, again, choosing on who you're sleeping with, who you creating babies with. This is extremely important. We're in a westernized society where you can do thy will. You can have no morals, especially when you can do whatever. You get paid from the government, you get government assistance, and you really don't have to care about your child or your children. And it's just like that. We have to protect our children, man. We have to. I've seen so many unprotected kids being a mentor for years, being a coach. And many of them, I'm going to say some of them, something happened where somebody assaulted them. And nobody cares, especially a boy. Nobody cares. I don't know how many conversations I had with these 13, 14-year-old boys saying they've been with these grown women, messing with them. Or they've been with some man that messed with them, a boyfriend or what have you. And nobody cares. They talking to me. I'm giving it to people and saying, they probably, nobody cares. Especially when they black and brown boys. You better protect your seed. If you went through this, if 1 out of 3 black men in this country went through this molestation, and 1 out of 6 by the time they're 16, for what that article said, don't you think you should be taking precautions on who you about to make babies with? Don't you think that? Let me share this little thing on. I really don't want to share. It's on YouTube. You got to cite that. Cite the. Make it a little bit more entertaining for the audience, my audience. It's the lip service again. I want to go through a little more of the conversation they was having. So let's get it. Hold on 1 second. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Here it is. How you guys doing tonight, man? I'm glad you're here watching me. I'm definitely glad you're here. Hold on 1 second. Did it go? What the heck? Acting a little slow. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to share the rest of the lip service thing that was not on YouTube. Hold on, let me see if I'm trying to share it again. Here we go. I don't know what StreamYard doing, boy. Okay, as we trying to figure that out. Hold on, is it going to come through? Again, this is a very important topic. And, and the topic is understanding that we cannot be making jokes out of this. I don't care if Jim Jones didn't get molested by his mother or what have you, but we're making jokes about this. But if the shoe was on the other foot and it was a rapper woman saying that her father taught her how to tongue kiss physically, it would have been a complete problem. Let's go. This is actually the podcast where he said this and everything about his mother practicing tongue kissing for, a girl. I don't know where they do that at, but this like I said, everybody's a victim other than the black man, even when he is a victim, when he don't even know it. Let's go with it. Come on. Let's go. It's acting slow right now. I don't know why it's really acting slow. Hold on 1 second. It's taking its time, guys. I'm sorry about that. Again, I want to thank you guys for showing up and everything. And if you have a young black or brown boy, even a non-black, a non-brown boy, if you got to talk to him just as well as you talk to your daughter about situations. You got to talk to that young man. Like, we got to protect our son and daughter. It can't just be a one-way thing. It can't, no more. You can't. If you don't know what to say, get a mentor. It should be playing right now. Sometimes when you talking some real stuff, these steam yards and all this social media, they try to make you stuck. They definitely try to make you stuck. What's up, Auntie? Trying to get this going. Hold on a second. Let's go. I don't know why it's acting slow. It was going so well for the last 30 minutes. Is it something that I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. Put a 1 up if you guys can hear me. I hope I'm not going. I know the podcast thing is going slow. But anyway, as I said, we in a battle. We're in a battle of things, cycles being turned around, cycles being destroyed, I should say, cycles of not protecting your son and your daughter, cycles on being a real provider and a protector of your home. Those cycles, because this can't be a one-way thing. Just as well we have black girl magic, we have to have black boy magic, because overall, a lot of black boys got to fight. We have to fight. And before we even 18, we have to fight for our lives to be, to be a productive citizen in a lot of ways, because we don't have people that's actually doing the best that they possibly can to make sure we survive. Because in any other nationality, they understand how it's important for you to make your son the boy of the house, the man of the house, even when you have another man in the house. Because this is how your community is really protected. Black Americans used to know that completely 50, 60 years ago. I wasn't even born yet, but from society and, me researching, it was like that. They made sure that black boy understood how important that it was for him to be the best, to be the king of the house one day. How important that they understood that. Just like these other nationalities that are non-black American understand this. We treat our sons, again, a friend of mine just said on one of the comments, they said he should have took his mother kissing him in the mouth to the grave. I saw that comment. I saw them comments too. This is how they feel about your so-called victimization. This is how they feel about that. Hold on 1 second.
Bad from a young age, when you have a heroin addiction, and you had 3 brothers, they all died of the same thing due to the heroin addiction and shit like that. So these are the things that a lot of kids' parents were coming up in the 80s. The 80s was wicked.
But that's a strong one. And for your mom to not ever downplay your dad.
Because my mom and my dad.
You hear that? That strong women, for your mom to not downplay your dad. It's always strong women. This is what I'm telling you in the black community. What about the strong men? Why we can't make strong men? What is the problem? Like, why? Why? Every other nationality know how extremely important it is to make a mentally strong man. Except for the black community. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, but like Bonnie and Clyde. Remember,
Mm.
mom had me when she was 16
Yeah.
or 17.
Mm.
She was still in high school. And they would.
By the way,
my
we are
family
going to
was
have your
always trying
mom
to
on lip service. I hope you're okay.
Oh, she's gonna go crazy.
I
That's
love
what
your
Oh my
mom.
God. I'm just letting you know in
I hope-
advance.
They love that
her.
ignorant,
Already
ignorant shit. I love your
Yes,
mom. Of
definitely.
course you
Oh,
do.
right.
You
Right,
feminist.
you
Wow, woman.
You know, everybody,
Girl,
your mom.
I
You know
learned.
that.
I learned my sex
Do you
education.
follow each other on
From my
Instagram? I
mom.
love her.
Wait, what did your mom tell you about sex when you were
She
young?
taught me everything about sex.
Like, wait.
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom showed me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was not younger.
Like, what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like
She kissed you?
it's my mother.
No, I'm just asking.
I love it.
My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
My
So
mom
just
just
stopped kissing
showed
my
me
son on the
how she
mouth.
showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Yeah, the young lady said she just stopped kissing her son in the mouth. How old are your son to make you stop kissing him in the mouth? Man, boy, oh boy.
Remember, my mom's was 17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's
Yeah,
having
I was
babies
for
now.
sure.
And look how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or a little brother
Yeah, you
more
grow
than they
up
have.
with
Did
that.
you think tongue kissing was
Do you hear all these? Do you hear all these excuses? This is a mentally unstable man that I'm listening to. A man that don't understand that he might be a victim. Don't understand those might be the evils that he's fighting, the inner evils that he fighting. And he don't understand that because he needs to be Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. Machismo, Mr. Game Member, Mr. All this, but not understanding that it's a young boy that need people like Jim Jones to say, hey, yo, if you just to say, guys, understand fighting your demons is something that is real. And especially when it comes to young black boys turn into young black men. Let's keep it going.
nasty at first? Because the first time somebody tried to tongue kiss me, I thought it was so disgusting.
Can't stand this lady right here.
The first time I tongue kissed a girl, yeah.
I was like, oh, you
My
spit
mom said it didn't phase me. The first time I tongue kissed a girl, I was so pissed off. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
But it also
How old were
depends
you?
how sloppy
Yeah.
somebody kisses you too, right? Because that could be a turn off.
That's
Like,
what it
if
was.
they
It was
bad at
like
kissing.
12.
Yeah, see,
13.
that's interesting because
Yeah.
nobody taught me anything about it, and I didn't know what it was. And this guy, like, he was my little boyfriend, and we used to just kiss on the cheek. And then one day he just stuck his tongue in my mouth, and I didn't know what it was or what was happening. And I was like, oh my God, like, what is he fucking doing?
Yeah.
I needed to.
You see how awkward that just got? Like the hypocrisy of these type of women in our community, man. And most of those women are non-black women, to be honest. Even Angela Yee, I think she's like Asian and what have you. But you see this, like how they turned it around, made it about them. But again, let that Jim Jones be Little Kim saying her daddy helped the tongue kiss. Let that been her. They would have turned this shit around. They would have made this like now is victimized. We got to get to the gist of this. It's no joke. It wouldn't be no joking or none of that. It wouldn't have been nothing, no type of joke. None. Again, this is how a lot of our community members treat black mental health, black boy mental health. This is a lot of our communities and how they treat black boy mental health and don't understand this shit must stop. This have to stop. Guys, if you want to join me on the StreamYard, please do. around YouTube, you see me right there. Let me know. You know. So you see how awkward this guy. Let's go back to how awkward the guy is on 32, 57. Let me see.
Didn't know what it was, and this guy, like, he was my little boyfriend, and we used to just kiss on the cheek. And then one day he just stuck his tongue in my mouth, and I didn't know what it was or what was happening. And I was like, "Oh my god, like, what is he fucking doing?"
Yeah.
I needed a little heads
You
up.
see how they got awkward?
They sex that young and shit like that.
So wait, so what about the first time you ever had sex?
Her name was Baby.
Baby.
Okay, enough of this degenerate conversation. As I was saying, this is a situation if we don't get back at protecting our children as men the way we supposed to. I know a lot of us haven't been taught. I know it. You know, they'll tell you, the woke media will tell you something different, but facts will tell you what I'm saying. We have to get back into protecting our boys and our girls. Because as we can see, a lot of this shit, nobody's protecting our boys and it's our girls, and especially our boys. So you got to get this stuff going. You got to get this straight. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I said it was going to be a short live, but I guess it wasn't. Guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. And again, if you need any mentoring and you're in the Connecticut area, please look me up. Even if you got them in Ohio, Wyoming, look me up. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We have a conversation or two. But again, we got to start protecting black men. If you're watching, when you watch, we got to start protecting our children. Because it's a lot of times our children's not getting protected when it's a single parent household. I'm sorry, this is just a fact. Again, as that article said, I have many articles that I have read about this situation. It's no protection for our kids. You know, all that machismo stuff stops here, man. The cycle got to stop. This preaching shit is for the birds if nothing's happening. Anyway, guys, take it easy. I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe to it. Share it to your friends, especially to these young black boys that need this help, need this confidence, because it's a situation where things need to change. Peace.